Yes, people, welcome to Tostv. It's another topsy-turvy in the lives of the Arsenal fans. 3-3 between West Ham and Arsenal. Arsenal were losing by 3-0, but they were able to come back to level the game. Very frustrating game, I must say. Lacazette, we did not respect the game plan from the coach. Arteta said he was disappointed in the way we played the game. What are your thoughts about today's game, people? If you're just joining for the first time, always know that the link is available for you to come into the studio, and we're going to be doing the player ratings. Every single Arsenal fan and non-Arsenal fans are invited. What are your takes about the game today? Because I'm sure you're going to be disappointed about the first half performance, but the second half was a different game entirely. Like I said before, Lacazette has come out to say we didn't respect the game plan from the coach. Arteta said he was disappointed in the way they played. The first goal, the second goal, the third goal, there were a lot of mistakes in it. Bellerin was not in the squad. And guess what, people? The surprise package, Callum Chambers, who turned to Cafu, in my opinion, was a very, very surprising performance from him. What are your takes, people? Let me know what you guys think. Let me see your comments in the chats. All right, I've got Mossy Boy in the waiting room. I'm going to get Mossy Boy in 1, 2, 3, go. Hi, Mossy Boy.
Hey, how you doing? You okay? Can you hear me?
You all right? Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Great,
What's
great,
good?
great. And nothing much, man. What's up with you? You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I just said it was a game of, two halves, obviously, and it was a very frustrating display. The topsy-turvy in Arsenal doesn't change. Lacazette has come out to say that, that they didn't respect the game plan. Arteta obviously said he was very disappointed. I was happy to see that from him saying that. He talked about the second goal, the third goal, the shambolic display, some mistakes and all whatnot. And I'm going to get Claude in now. I see Claude in the waiting room. Let me get him in. Hello, Claude. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Hello, Claude. How are you doing? You okay?
Oh well, car crash football. That is what I call car crash. Car crash football.
Yeah, I want to say something. I want to say something quickly. Claude, sorry to cut you short. You remember, Tade, I've said this before, that all these players never ever respect the manager. I've said it before. When Lacazette said that today, I'm so happy that he actually came out and said it. To me, it's not actually talking about the tactics today. It's saying, what is categorically saying is, we are not giving this guy respect at all. That is what he's saying to me. If you look at his reaction,
you've got to earn respect, my friend. He's only been in the job 2 minutes, and I'm afraid you've got to earn that respect.
But Claude, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who the manager is.
But what I'm saying, players
have to respect him. Whatever thing that he wants.
The only way you get respect is by being in the job a long time and knowing what you're actually doing. And by the way,
it's correct.
I cannot believe his team selection today. I cannot believe it again. And
nothing wrong with that team selection.
Oh no, yes, definitely. You can't. To me, you don't play. You either play Lacazette or you play Aubameyang. You don't play together. 3-1 Leicester. Oh well, goodbye, man.
The 3-1 was 2-1 when I was just watching it.
2-1 that's right. It's 3-1. But I agree with what you said, Claude. I agree with what you said, Claude. We've seen Lacazette and Aubameyang play together so many times in a team Arteta put out there to go and play, which Lacazette will be playing up front and Aubameyang will be playing from the left.
But what it don't work because
to me, it's just like you got to have a balance.
You've got to have a balance, and that proved it because playing them like that. How can I say it? I think you've got to have someone you've got to have a proper wide man. And I mean, when you're playing, if you're going to play with Lacazette, you're going to play a proper wide. Someone like Pepe. If Pepe plays from the start today, we win the game.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be 3-0 down, that's for sure. That's for sure.
But yeah, Tade, I think we should be doing 2 different ratings today. First half rating and second half rating. That is what it's true.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
Your kid wants to come in the camera.
That's right.
By the way, all you Arsenal fans out there, all you Arsenal fans out there saying, if it wasn't for referees this season, we'd be higher up. Well, that's bullshit, because today we got handed one of their goals today, handed it, because that was a foul. One in the setup for that goal was, I think it was. I'm talking about the second goal. The second goal, there was a foul.
Second goal, they're still arguing with the referee instead of them. Let me say this, as a kid playing football, right? The first thing your manager tells you is, if the opponent get a free kick at the edge of your box.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about their second goal. Their second goal. Everyone goes on about we all, if it wasn't for referees' decisions, we'd be higher. Look at that second goal.
You mean our second goal? Are you talking about a second goal? You're talking about West Ham's second goal.
Arsenal's second goal should not have been allowed. Look at the build-up to the goal. There's a foul on the ball.
But the second goal is not foul. He just fell on the ball and he touches with his hand.
No. Watch it properly. It's a foul on. I think it was Tierney. I think it was Tierney on one of the guys. It was a foul.
But it's Tierney that it was on the guy, but there's no foul. But I don't know. I have no idea.
You're now being very biased now. Very biased.
You touch it. I don't know.
So for me, I actually thought that was a foul, if I'm being honest.
That's why I thought myself, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a foul, if I'm being honest with you. But when I look at the referee's performance generally, I felt he made some dodgy decision making. I remember there was a time that what's his name was pulled. Pepe, when he had the chance that he kind of gave a back pass to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, but there's nothing in those two sections.
For me, I feel that if the player had gone down a bit better, maybe a bit more theatrical, maybe he will have gotten he will have got a free kick a penalty. Because for me, that was a pull on Pepe, in my opinion. Now, the one that Claude is talking about, I feel that was also a free kick for them, because Tierney touched him and he lost his balance and then he fell on the ball. Unfortunately, they gave them the free kick and then we were able to get the chance. But let's forget about the referee for now. Let's look at the performance of Arsenal, right? The first goal, I would say the first goal was just a very good goal, in my opinion. I felt Antonio did very well to give the pass to Lingard. Lingard, smashed it into the net and all that.
I don't know what's up with this guy. He always scored against us, Lingard.
We couldn't get for the first 10-15 minutes. We couldn't get the ball off him.
We couldn't get near them. That's it.
Yeah. And then the second goal, which you were talking about, Mossy Boy, it reminded me of the game against Southampton under Emery. I don't know if you guys can remember. That was one I remember, because I was ranting that day on AFTV, and I remember very well. It was one of those videos that went viral in Kenya because I was angry at Bellerin. So it was exactly the same thing, the same problem, whereby you are not switched on.
You're not.
It's just like you said. It's something that everyone is taught as a kid. As soon as there's a free kick, someone stands in front of
the ball,
the person, just to make sure that everyone is organized.
Yeah. What they always tell us. What they always tell us is let referee tells you to move back. You stay there. If referee don't say go back, you still stay there until referee say now 10 yards. And even if referee said 10 yards, you don't just do the 10 yards. You go backward slowly. You understand what I mean? But as a professional, I don't know. Today you can see Saka still there, still talking to the referee. The same thing.
Every single player there was not switched on. The only person that was switched on who was far was Luis. Luis looked at the ball. The keeper also saw it. Now, that goal, the keeper should have done better. The keeper should not be beat at all. Right?
Oh,
it was near post. It was right in front of him. He considered the goal. And for me, I thought Lingard. I thought Leno should have done better. Another thing is the third goal they scored. That was a mistake pass from Tierney. In fact, Tierney today, when we get to player ratings, I'm sure you guys will rate him, because today he was Yeah, he gave too many wrong passes today and all that. I think, like you were talking about the players respecting.
This in
Obviously, Lacazette has come out to say that
Yeah.
they did not respect the tactics. Then
Well,
again,
to
you have
me,
to
that's
ask the
not-
question: why is it that it changed in the second half?
Second half.
Why couldn't they play the way? Look at how they played in the second half, for God's sake. It's almost as if they had something to lose. Only God knows what he must have told them in the dressing room. But they looked a different team.
Maybe probably he told them that I can't wait till summer. Every one of you are out. I think it's true. Maybe probably just tell them in the changing room halftime. I cannot, the way I am now, I cannot wait till summertime. Every single one of you out the door. I need to bring some big players in that needs to do what I require you guys to do. If you still want to start this club, you go out there and win that game. That's it.
See, the problem is here, right? And this is where I don't have any time for it, because the problem is he said that Aubameyang, I'm sure he quoted that Aubameyang had to work his way back into the team, yeah? After that incident, yeah? He played him on Thursday and he was appalling. Yet he's picked him again. So where do we stand on this? If he's supposed to be saying you've got to fight for your place, he's not exactly fighting. And another poor performance today, wasn't it? Another poor performance.
It's very, very, very poor.
Why is he picking it? Why is he picking it? Why is he picking it after saying that you've got to play for your place? It's all words. It's all rubbish.
I was watching. What's it called? This guy on the FTV interview. He's Leaves. He's saying that. What's it called? He's saying that Arteta dropping Aubameyang in North London has rattled the guy. So what is this guy talking about? I was just, but
look, listen. At the end of the day, right? There's always going to be theories coming up from different. I also had that from a pundit actually. That it's possible that must have affected him. But listen, at the end of the day, right? He's been putting in very bad performances, and I think it's high time that something is done about it.
Before North London, he's been performing worse.
One question for you guys before we delve into the player rating straight up. What do you guys feel about?
How does a defender get man of the match? By the way, in a 3-3 draw.
I do.
Because obviously, you know why? Because without him, we wouldn't have scored 2 goals today.
Is that the reason why they give him man of the match?
2 own goals that we scored.
Wait, so are you telling me? So really, I don't want to argue today, but are you really telling me that Callum Chambers was not the best player today for us?
No. I am telling you now that I don't know how they end up picking Callum Chambers as a man of the match today.
They explained it.
There is a player in that West Ham team that I'm gonna give a man of the match, not Arsenal player.
Who?
I'm gonna give you the what's it called? This kid at the front, Antonio. This guy was immense.
You are giving Antonio?
What? Yes, I will give him
Antonio that hit the bar. That hit the bar right in front of him.
Yeah, boy. How many go? How many go did our main striker?
You need to look at the context of.
Come on, Tade. And I will give Antonio man of the match. Even there is a lot of midfield, a lot of player in that West Ham midfield today that they play us apart. It's only when we came out in the second half, like I said, maybe probably Arteta have already told so many of them that you are out in the summer.
Okay, let's just go to Chambers now. So because obviously it seems like you don't even rate Chambers or rate whatever he's done today.
2 own goals.
So yeah, you said I get that 2 own goals, right? You can say 2 own goals, whatever, but. Have you seen the difference between? And I'm going to get to Bellerin very soon because Bellerin was not even in the squad and he was not injured.
That's something we'll talk about later. I was asking for
hang on. We'll get to him. We'll get to him. Hang on. Yeah. Apologies. Hang on. Let's talk about Callum Chambers, right? He gave a lot of crosses today, which I have not seen from Bellerin for 2 seasons.
You can tell you work for BT when you say hang on. You must be. That must be the. You can tell you work for BT. Hang on. Must be working for BT.
Is that what they told you
hang on?
Is that what they told you? Is that what they told you when you were on the phone for 40 minutes? Wayne?
But that's what I'm saying. That's what you get when you phone BT. Hang on. And now I know where you get it from. No, I know. And then when you're hanging on for 45 minutes, you say, hang on. Yeah, I know why you keep saying that. Hang on. No, I understand it now. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, Callum Chambers, I was very impressed by him because everyone didn't expect him to start. I was seeing a lot of tweets. People were angry about Callum Chambers starting. They were like, why isn't the starting lineup? And all these crosses, he got so many crosses. And then he also saved us from conceding the goal at some point, if you remember. So, for me, I'm looking at expectation and what he produced. He produced above expectation, in my opinion. You know? What I'm just trying to say is we scored 2 goals from his crosses. That's something you cannot ignore. And the crosses were well delivered.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not arguing with you. I agree.
You look at Bellerin, all these crosses are speculative. This guy was looking for people.
Yes, I agree with you.
That's all I'm saying. And without those crosses, I don't think we will have scored today.
Yeah, I am still telling you that Chamber is not man of the match for me today. No, any Arsenal player is man of the match for me today. I don't know how they end up at Chambers that is a man of the match.
Like I said, they gave him man of the match because we came back from 3 goals down.
Three goals.
You need to look at that. Anyway, at the end of this, let's get straight into these player ratings. Let me, Ricardo, Odegaard was the best player. Well, this is the thing. We now have 3 people with different opinions, you see. I felt Chambers, he feels Odegaard, you feel it's Antonio. So everyone is... Who was your best player today, Claude?
Me? Best player? God, it's a hard one. Actually, if you're going to push me, the best Arsenal player, yeah? Or overall?
Who's overall, basically.
Including West Ham players as well?
Yeah, who would I give you man of match?
I thought Lingard. I thought I would give it to Jesse Lingard.
Okay, that's 4 in 4 now. 4 different people with 4 different opinions. You see? It's always going to be subjective at the end of the day. Psycho Vibes, what are you saying? We don't play to Aubameyang's strengths. He is off the shoulder playing. He's off the shoulder player, not a dribble pass 5 defender player.
Listen,
we don't play those passes off the shoulder passes.
He's on fire in the macho. He's on fire.
I was saying it the other day, but some people were saying that it's because he's Nigerian and praising him. I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna say anything anymore. Someone has scored.
Match again. Another man of the match performance. Another man of the match.
How many goals did you score? Is it 2 again today?
2 again. 2 this time.
That's how many goals. That's 5. That's 7 goals in 4 games.
Yeah, in 4 games. Yeah.
Come on, and none of them is a penalty.
Maybe Arsenal should look for him in the summer. Would you take him?
That's you jumping the gun now, Claude. Anyway,
no, I'm telling you, I'd swap him for Aubameyang. Swap him.
Nah, man, come on. Let's not start jumping. You are the one that complained about people jumping the gun. Can you guys answer this question, please, from Psycho Vibes? Yeah, we don't play to Aubameyang's strengths. He's off the shoulder player, not a dribble pass 5 defender players. We don't play those pass off the shoulder passes consistently. I don't know about this one because obviously he had all the chances in the Europa and he missed them. What are your thoughts on this statement?
I kind of understand what he's trying to say, that he's not a player that kind of walk back. He just stay there on the last man, on the last defender, looking for that through ball every time. When he was playing in Dortmund, that's what he just stay at the back of the he just stay with the last man. If the last man is on the halfway line, he stays there.
Another thing I will say about today, sorry to interrupt. Another thing I will say about today is, does Thomas Partey think he's playing at Twickenham? I mean, how many times is that ball? Does he know we're playing football now? We're not playing rugby. That you have to keep it in the goal and not over. You know what I'm saying? You know
what? Yeah, it's interesting you said that because I was saying it the other day. Like since he's been at Arsenal, I've not seen any shot on target from Partey.
Shot on target.
I've not seen one shot on target.
The only shots on target is when he gets home with his missus. That's the only time he gets it on target, mate. At the moment.
Honestly speaking, yeah, you're right, man. Honestly, I don't know what's up with that guy, man. all his shots since I've not seen one shot on target since he came to Arsenal.
Yeah,
It's just been
we
over.
don't want Partey to hit the shot on target.
Why not? It's a football player.
Just tick the ball. Just tick it. We got better players that can play shot. I know you want to score.
Excuse me.
You want to score. Just keep ticking it.
I disagree with that. If you have a chance.
Listen, Partey can't play shot. He just need to keep ticking it what he does. That's it.
Yeah, but are you saying if he gets a chance to take a shot, he shouldn't take it? Is that
No,
what
I'm not
saying?
saying that. I'm not saying that you get a chance to take the shot. Not that far. Not from like halfway line or just.
It wasn't halfway line.
Just move forward, like
United are out.
They're only frustrated right now because for me, I felt he was in good positions to take those shots, and his shooting boots are not just there, in my opinion. There
are some players that they don't need to play. For example, let me give you an example. Yeah, Mikel Obi. You know Mikel Obi well, right? When he was playing for Chelsea. How many goals did you think that this guy scored for Chelsea from?
Isn't that one of the issues? Isn't that one of the issues a lot of people had with him? That's one of the issues a lot of people had with him.
Because he doesn't need to score a goal. He doesn't need it.
What do you mean he doesn't need to score a goal?
He doesn't need to score a goal. Just play well and keep ticking that ball.
What do you mean he doesn't need to score a goal?
Vieira
was scoring goals. Roy Keane was scoring goals.
But that's Vieira. But let me tell you one thing. This is why Mikel Obi always gets into Jose Mourinho's team every time he's managed Chelsea. Because he will tell Mikel Obi, just sit. I'm not expecting anything from you. Just sit in that halfway line. Just break down the play and just pass it. That's what I need from you. But Partey can do the same thing. Just get the ball, tick it. Give it to someone that can score goal. I'll give it to someone that can dribble with the ball. I don't need you to score goals for me. That's it. You just do But man.
All right. Listen. Let's get straight into player ratings. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Aubameyang. I'll start with you, Claude.
Oh, do you mean 0?
You gotta give him a rating, man.
Well, that is my rating, 0.
I don't have 0 on my scale.
Well, there should be
one for. He was right. He was totally. I don't know. I mean, how he can join in the celebrations? He should have just gone straight down to the bench, mate. He wasn't part of that comeback today, mate. I tell you.
Okay, Mossy boy, what about you?
Okay, I'm gonna give him rating on 2 things, right? When he track Lingard down and make a tackle and get that ball clean, and secondly, he join up in the celebration today. That's 2 for me. That's it.
All right, let's just give him a 2 then. Martinelli, I don't know. He came on.
I won't rate him. But you can see the energy, though. You can see the energy on this little boy, though, coming onto the pitch.
Yeah. Don't want to play him. Don't want to play him for some reason. Don't ask me why.
Maybe probably they're trying to bring him into the team slowly. But
yeah.
All right.
I would just agree to that. Pepe 1 assist today. So
that's the only thing he really did.
That's the only thing he really did. I'll probably.
Should we move away from him? No point rating him.
Yeah, there's no point.
Well, he's only come on second half, and he's assisting getting us back in the game, isn't it? So,
in the game, yeah.
So let's give him. I'm going to give him a 6 for that.
Okay.
I would just standard 5 for me. He hasn't done nothing apart from that assist. That's a 5.
Well, that's enough for me. We walk away with no points.
Yeah. I think 5 is fair because I think that's the only thing he pretty much did in the game. Really, I can't remember any other thing he did.
Yeah, I can't know.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. This is the one I would like to hear what you guys have to say. Turney, I'll start with you, Mossy boy.
Today, he struggled today. It doesn't. It's not the it's not the Turney that we know. And again, he's just way switched off on that second goal. as well, because he's right there as well. Just arguing with the
Let me
ref.
give you a context. Let me give you a
Yeah.
context, to help you guys in case you've forgotten, right?
Yeah.
The second goal we considered, it was a bad pass from him to Declan Rice.
Yeah.
He also gave out remember the one that Antonio hit the bar?
Yeah.
It was also a bad pass from him.
Bad pass, yeah.
And then it was switched off for the second goal.
For the second goal, yeah.
I think that says it all. So
that says it all. Today, I'm gonna rate him on today's game. So
of course,
I'm not
rate him on today's game.
Yeah, on today's game. So I'll probably give him a 3 today.
Do you normally rate him on other games? Obviously, it's always the same game.
But because he's been doing well so I'll probably give him 3 today. It's so below par today.
Yeah. All right. Cool. What about you, Claude?
We were talking about now.
Wow.
Quarantini?
No, I thought he was poor today, but I think he's played too many games. And the reason he's playing too many because we've got no one else. So I think it's caught up with him today. 4.
Okay. All right. I think I agree. What's Stephen Creamer saying? Tade, why are you piling on Turney? He got no support from your boy Saka. It had nothing to do with support. He had to do with the fundamental mistakes he made today. He made too many fundamental mistakes, and I don't think I'm the only one that is saying that. I don't know if you heard one before we gave him the rating.
By the way, what channel is the Tottenham game on?
I don't know, Claude. Can we focus on the Arsenal?
It's on the Tottenham game is on Sky Sport main event.
I thought it was on
7:30 kickoff. 7:30 kickoff.
I thought it was straight after the Arsenal game on Sky, but it's not, is it?
No, it's not.
All right. Sorry, mate. Go on.
That's fine.
Because we could go back to 10th if Villa win, I mean, if Spurs Villa win, we go back to 10th. So it's an important game.
Yeah.
The battle for ninth place, the battle for ninth.
Yeah, I was just answering this question from Stephen Creamer. So all we're trying to say about Turney is today he made fundamental mistakes, right? He gave 2 wrong passes today. One led to a goal. The other one was the one that led to them almost scoring the 4th goal. It was a bad pass from him to Antonio. And not just that, he was just he was poor. He was also switched off among other defenders. Obviously, he was also switched off for the goal they scored and the quick free kick and all that. So yeah, I think it's fair for us to give him a very low score. So I think we're agreeing we're giving 3 and 4. I think let's just give him a 4.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. What's Osman saying? Osman Ali. I'm seasoning a fair amount of salt as I am not too upset or too happy, but proud of the comeback. Odegaard today and recently has been what we hope Ozil will be. I like what you said, hope Ozil will be, because he still has better work rate. Anyway, we'll get to Turn in a bit, yeah? So let's move to the next player, yeah?
Yeah.
Pablo Mari. I'll start with you, Claude. Pablo Mari. What's your rating for Pablo Mari?
Pablo Mari. I think we're all over the place. But I can't give him more than 4. Defending was awful today, weren't it? And you know what? This is another thing. This chopping and changing with defenders, and this is why we. So you're expecting a team to be solid, right? And we keep changing our defenders. I don't know whether I don't know why he's doing it, but to me, it seems to me we've given up on in the league, and we're just going through the motions in the league. Because why would he keep changing the back line like that? It's a recipe for disaster. You've got to have a continuous back line.
Yeah.
If you want consistency, you can't be doing 1 minute. We'll take the right back. Although he played well today, he played well. Take the right back, and then we'll put him in. We'll take one of the centre halves out, and we play. The only player that should have been rested was Tierney, because Tierney's been playing all the time. But Gabriel, where's Gabriel? Where's Gabriel today? There's no need to rest Gabriel. He's not been playing a lot lately. If anyone, why has Gabriel been rested?
Is it possible to and this is where you guys will say.
And you know what? We haven't got a game for 2 weeks. We haven't got
yeah.
So what's the?
Can I just
let me
say
finish
something
first, then, instead of interrupting me. All right, thank you. Jesus Christ!
You
Christ.
you interrupted me, for God's sake.
No, I wasn't finished. I wasn't finished. See, this is it.
Okay, fine.
You've got no manners sometimes.
Okay.
Oh, carry on.
I'm finished. He interrupts me and blames me for interrupting. It's all right. It's fine. Anyway, all I was trying to say, is it possible that he's probably copying what Pep Guardiola is doing? But there's a difference, right? Pep Guardiola has better players that he can easily just change anytime, because Pep Guardiola is doing it. He's changing his defenders almost every game, apart from what's this guy's name? Ruben Diaz, right? Ruben Diaz is the one that's probably played almost all the games. But you see that this guy today, Zinchenko is playing. Tomorrow, Cancelo is playing on the left. Then Kyle Walker is playing on the right. The next game, he keeps changing them. But then he can afford to do that because it's Man City. So is it possible that he's probably learns, or should I say, him and Pep Guardiola have that style of play that they can chop and change? But in Arsenal, you can't afford to do that because, for me, I don't think the players are as good as the players in Man City. I mean, what do you guys think?
Well, let me come into that. To me, first of all, I will say, I think this guy doesn't know the best pair yet. He doesn't know whether it's Luis or Gabriel or Luis or Mari, or he doesn't know which one that. To me, and someone just mentioned in the comment here, Ricardo, he said, it's a bullshit. Maguire and Lindelof played every single game for Manchester United. So, he needs to decide. They didn't play
every game, by the way, just so you know. But anyway, go on.
Well, they play most games together. You understand what I mean? Him and Lindelof, they play most of Manchester United games together. He needs to decide whether who is going to be pairing Luis. Is it Mari or is it Gabriel? So if any of them get injured, then you need to pick two of them as your number one choice. You can't, this game, you said, okay, I want to use the. If you want to be copying Manchester City, Manchester City have got better quality player. You cannot be copying, you cannot be looking at another team or where you're coming from now you want to come and be doing that at your new club where you are where you are learning on the job. No, you can't do that. They will come back to bite you. They will come back to backfire on you. And people will just be calling that, okay, who select the team is the manager. They would keep blaming you for chopping and changes, basically.
Yeah, I missed something.
Right.
Did Lacazette say something about the team today or something? I caught the end of it.
Yep.
That's why the headline.
Yep. What did he actually say?
What he said was the players did not respect the game plan of Arteta in the first half. That's what he said. He said the players did not rest. He said it in those words. That's why I made the headlines of today's live. So yeah. Anyway, let me just pick these comments here. Joe, how you doing, man? Let's be honest. The initial problems were caused by the whole setup initially. Yeah, the whole setup initially was wrong. That first 30 minutes was a disgrace. You need consistency of setup and performance. I think that's one of the things that Mossy Boy just said. And I think one thing I kind of thought Arteta was testing, which the interviewer asked him today, was why he was playing Oba on the right. But when he saw it wasn't working, he then moved him back to the left-hand side. That didn't work. Obviously, it didn't work at all. And obviously, according to what he's saying, they had a game plan. They didn't follow it. So, listen, all I'm glad of right now is the fact that we were able to come back, because I was already brooding and angry when I was watching that game. But I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw how they were performing in the second half. They looked more hungry. They had more intent. They seemed like they had fire up their ass. And from what Mosibo was saying earlier, maybe he had threatened them that, they're not going to play the next game. And then they came out firing, because I really couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't.
Yeah, but just to what you just said, like, I'm not disrespecting West Ham, but a team, I know West Ham, they're playing good, they're playing well under their manager now. It might be next season now, they might not be where they are right now, okay? But I'm just telling you now, a team like West Ham, shouldn't they shouldn't be 3-0 up for Arsenal to start playing. If you understand, we concede 3 goals before we actually wake up. You understand what I mean? That is really, really bad for Arsenal Football Club. All these players here, I can say 90% or 95% of them, they are not great. They are not grateful enough for playing for Arsenal, for wearing the Arsenal jersey. I'm telling you right now, they're just fortunate to be there. Arteta put too much trust in some of these players, and which is kind of coming back to bite him right now. He needs to kind of tell everybody. I don't care whether the player just signed or whether the player has been there for long. It needs to go and tell them that, look, if you are not pulling your weight, I'm not ready for all this. All this not acceptable, not negotiable, all of this. It needs to come into place right now. Without that, I'm telling you, hopefully by the end of the season, I won't be surprised if we end up in 12th or 13th. I'm telling you now, because they need everybody. Yeah,
so if I may come in here, so what's your take on what Arteta said then? Because when they asked him, he said he was disappointed. I don't know if you saw when he said he was disappointed in the performance. He said
on the first
can't be making those kind of they can't be making those kind of like the mistakes they made, not being switched on for the goal. That those are things that he cannot accept. And then he said that wasn't what he told them to play. They weren't following the game plan. Stuff like. So what's your take on that? Is it? I mean, obviously you said in the beginning that they don't respect him. So the question is, do you think they train something, during the training, and then they just go out there and do something else? I don't know. What's your take on this, Claude? Let me ask Claude this. What was your take on that, Claude? On his statements, because he said he was disappointed. He didn't even say anything about they were able to come back. He just said he was disappointed in the performance.
Well, of course you're going to be disappointed. I mean, it's obvious the performance weren't good enough. I mean, all right, we come back, but we shouldn't be in that position in the first place. We should not be in that position. It's not acceptable, that performance. You've got to look at it. So you could say it's a comeback, but there's 2 own goals in there. 2 own goals. There weren't, it's hopeful crosses that went, and we got lucky today. We got very lucky because one of our goals should not have been allowed, and that's given us the lift. That second goal gave us the lift, but overall the performance was pathetic. I mean, both sides defended appallingly, if you look at it. But this is West Ham. Remember, this is West Ham. I mean, it's not Manchester City. We want to get to a level above that level. We don't. This is now. This is West Ham. Remember, we're 3-0 down to West Ham, not Man City, not Man United. West Ham United. Yeah.
Is it safe to say that West Ham this season has played? I mean, obviously we know they've played very well, and we remember the game they played against Man City. It took 2 defenders to score against West Ham to win that game. So don't you think that it was a very tough game? I mean, this is just me asking what you guys think. What was it? I don't think it was a very tough opponent.
We made it tough for ourselves. We made it tough.
Yeah, but
I'm looking at. To me, I think when they went 3-0 up, I think they took the wrong attitude. They sat on it because they had the ascendancy there to go even. Why you sit on and invite it on? I think that's one thing that David Moyes. I'm sorry. At half-time, 3-1 up, once you bring someone like Mark Noble on and you start taking good players off, that's it, mate. To me, you're just conceding it. You're just conceding possession. And once you concede possession, you're asking for it.
I think that maybe probably when they get into the changing room, their manager probably tell them that, okay, you're 3-1 up now. Just go out there and see the game out. They don't think of how to go out there and just score the 4th goal and just do the game.
You can see a game, Matt, but if you keep holding the ball and push the ball, keep pushing it into the other area, they can't get the ball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the way they were playing, they were
they just want to. They sit back. They want to see the game out. They thought the game is over.
Challenging. You challenge for the ball. You challenge for every ball. You make sure that you hold on to the lead, but you make sure you challenge. What they were doing, they were sitting back and allowing us to come. And eventually that's going to, they're gonna pay the price. But as I said, people might say that was entertainment. I'd say it's car crash football to me. Car crash football.
But yeah, I'm telling you, this is absolutely not nice to do.
All right. Let me look through some comments and then we move on. Yeah. Odegaard 9. Osman Ali, how you doing, man? Odegaard 9, Partey 6, Chambers 6, Leno 2, Tony 6, Laka 6, Pepe 5, Oba 0. Well, unfortunately, I don't have 0 on my skill. That's exactly what Claude said as well. These are the only ratings that matter, in your opinion. I see. Mr. Alex, you only come here to say, let me finish. Do you have any other thing up your sleeve?
There is a point where Lacazette has got a good point. And I think I've seen it in the last week at Tottenham as well. The players have got to look at it. I mean, a lot of Mourinho's had a lot of stick this week, right? But a lot of these players have got really got to look at themselves. Really good look at themselves. And he's right. The players have got to take a good look at themselves. It's not always the manager. The players have to take responsibility as well.
But
it's shocking. It's shocking. There's a difference in hunger.
Tade, I'm going to blame the manager for the way he set him up in the first half anyway, because he's the one that asked them to go out there and just set up that way. When he sees that it's not working, he now asks Aubameyang and Saka to swap.
Hold on, bro. Didn't Lacazette say they went against what he wanted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where you're coming about, he's setting them up. One or the other is something's not right.
Yeah, but he's the one. The way he set him up, he was playing that. But maybe probably Lacazette said that because they're not respecting him anyway. So I'm not saying. Listen, Claude. I'm not. If you look at the Lacazette interview, if you go, it's not all about this game. They've not been respecting the manager for a long time anyway. I'm telling you, it's not about. They just come out today and say that we didn't respect the game plan for today.
But you just said that he got his tactics completely wrong. But
because Aubameyang is playing from the right from the start.
But then Lacazette is contradicting you. Then are you saying? Because Lacazette said that's what we didn't do the tactics that he wanted. So I don't get it.
They didn't do the tactics. Listen. They didn't do the tactics because the player doesn't believe in the tactics that he wants to play. That's why they didn't respect it.
Yeah, but why are we switching Aubameyang to the right when Saka's best position is on the right?
You asked the manager with that question.
That's what I don't understand. That is another thing I don't understand. Why are we doing that? Because Lacazette, Aubameyang's always playing on the left.
On the left, that's right.
So why are we swapping that over?
I don't know.
Is it possible? Is it possible? Maybe just an element of surprise. I don't know.
Maybe probably he's doing that to catch the opponent out. But every time Aubameyang playing from the right, he doesn't no impact anyway. Any Arsenal game Aubameyang playing from the right, no impact. So why do we keep playing him on the right?
I mean, I only asked that. It's a fair question, though. Don't you think it's a fair question, Claude? Because obviously, I asked that question. You don't think that's a bright thing to do? Because let's be honest, we tried Saka in different position and he worked. You never know until you try, right? So kind of a fair question, though.
You've got to play your players where you feel they're more comfortable playing.
Comfortable, yeah.
Also, what I find as well, maybe I don't know whether Saka was he fully fit today as well. Was he? Because there was a late fitness test, weren't there, as well? Yeah, that might be coming to question.
But I don't think because the last game Saka we played when Saka came off, they brought him off because of he felt something on his hamstring, I think, or thigh.
Is he 100%?
To me, he doesn't look fit today. To me, watching him
this
play.
is what I'm saying. Why are we playing? Why we got quality players on the bench and we're playing players that are not fit as well? I don't get this. I don't get it. We have got good players that can play in that position. Well, you saw that. If you wanted to give an element of surprise, you know who should have played? Martinelli. That would have been an element of surprise.
Yeah, that's if you want. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, but to me, I'm not going to. I don't, because that team Arteta put out today, they're good enough to go and perform the way they perform in the second half. They can go and do the same thing in the first half. That first half was shamble. I'm telling you. That second half, you know, they're lucky to actually score a goal before half time. I'm telling you, because that shot is going wide anyway. He just deflecting. So
all right then. Sorry to cut you short. I just realized we've been on Mari for a while now, and we need to move on. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to smash the likes as well. Please and please and please. Arsenal Manic, what's up? Tade, I can't believe certain fans from a certain large Arsenal channel were celebrating like crazy. Shows how standards have dropped. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I celebrated the goals because obviously you're gonna be happy that they came back, and then after the game, you're gonna sit down and be like, "That's a very poor performance." You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But obviously, you're gonna be happy we're able to come back.
But Tade, I will be honest with you. Yeah. Every single goal was. I just feel every time Arsenal score, I just feel dejected. Like so that's the way I feel. Trust, because West Ham should be coming out of that changing room, seeing that Arsenal team, and just be saying that, oh, we can't handle this team. We should be pulling them apart. 3-0 down, man.
They'll be more gutted than Arsenal tonight. They'll be really gutted. Yeah, definitely.
Joe, Claude, do you remember a few years ago under Wenger, you had the same situation playing Stoke, 3-0 down, and people were saying we did well to get back on par. Should never have happened in the first place.
That's the rant I had on AFTV with Ty.
Is it?
We were 3-0 down to a pub side. And that's what I'm saying. And I can never forget that. I'll never forget that coming out of that ground. I was so pissed off because we gave him a 3-goal start. You know, it's terrible. But there are a lot of things about old Wenger in Arteta, you know. There's a lot of traits he's got out. Unfortunately, he's got the wrong traits. There's a lot of wrong traits he's getting off Wenger. Yeah, you're right. 100%.
Well, one thing I do maintain is the fact that whether we like it or not, West Ham are a better side than us than a lot of teams this season, and I think they're 5th position. So before the game, I honestly, I was a bit skeptical. I thought maybe I didn't think winning was going to be easy. And let's not forget, even the first game, right? Let's not forget the first game. We barely win.
I watched them at Old Trafford last week. They were very ordinary. So
that's it. Claude, you just took the word out of my mouth. When you said West Ham are a better side, they're better than a lot of teams this season. West Ham, this West Ham I'm seeing here, they're ordinary. They're not a team.
Okay, so they're 5th position, right? Yeah. Because they're not better than the other teams. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you guys are saying?
A lot of teams have underperformed this season.
No. I wanted to answer the question.
Because the team, Claude just said it, that because the team they are playing, most teams West Ham play, they just kind of below par. That if all the team, if there is no coronavirus and there is fans in the stadium, do you think West Ham will be where they are right now?
You can never know.
Maybe.
All I know,
you can never know. Maybe.
Okay, so all I can tell you right now, and this is the thing, I don't like it when credit, this is where I get edgy. I don't like it when credit is taken away from people. The fact of the matter is they're 5th.
I'm giving them the credit they deserve. Yeah, of course.
So, because they're 5th, as far as I'm concerned, they weren't there by luck. So who cares what other teams were underperforming? They are doing
nobody cares. Yeah, of course, nobody cares.
You know what I mean? That's all I care about. And Antonio stepped up this season for them. Against
Antonio is always like that. Every time I watch
hang on, guys. Hang on. Against Man City, hang on, Claude. Against Man City, it took 2 central defenders to win them that game. They should have won that game against Man City. It took Stones and Diaz to score the goals because they shut the attackers down. Maybe you guys have forgotten that game. So West Ham are not easy peasy this season. let's call it spade a spade. You know.
Yeah.
But listen,
You're
let's move on.
correct.
Let's move on. Mari, what's your rating for Mari? You gave him a 4, Claude, I think. What did you give him?
I'll give him a 4 as well.
All right, let's stick to 4 then. It was very poor. Luis seemed to be coming back to life in the second half. He was pushing forward little by little, doing what he does best, which is attacking. But defensively, I don't know how you guys are going to rate him. What would you rate him today, Mossy Boy?
Well, I'm not going to rate him above. I'll give him 4 as well, the same as Mari.
All the defenders today 4. But as you say, Chambers gets more because he set those 2 goals up. But defensively, I think the whole back 4 was poor today.
So what are we giving him? 4 again?
Yeah, 4.
Have you done Leno yet?
Nah.
No, not yet.
All right, Leno. You have the honor.
Go on, Claude.
Well, you know the best keeper is, don't you? He's playing for Aston Villa in a fucking 5 minutes time. Yeah, another poor. That second goal, mate. Oh, no, man, I can't. That was poor. 3.
Okay. Fair enough. What about you, Mossy Boy?
I'm gonna stick to 3 as well because he should have done way better than that second goal because the ball just go underneath him like, and he's on the near post as well. Oh my days! And again, I watch what's it called? This ex-Arsenal show on YouTube as well. He normally does the show with 2 ladies. Like I can't remember his name now. Oh, I can't remember his name. There's one of the lady that said Leno is very, very slow in distributing the ball when we're trying to play out from the back. They will pass the ball to him. Well, I can't remember. One of the ladies said it. It's very, and it's true. We want to play out. They do your back pass. You control the ball. You put your feet on the ball, and now you start looking around. And you got player on the left. You got player on the right. You got player right in the middle. Just move the ball quick. And just let's keep going, and you just stop the ball and you keep looking. But as a goalkeeper, you need to be able to think quick and just like kind of let's go. You know. But to me today, just
Sorry, we got Kenny Ken in the house. Hey, Kenny Ken, how you doing? We can't hear you.
We can't hear you. You're on mute, I think.
No, we
can't hear you.
I'm not sure what's going on. No, we can't hear you.
Is your earpod? Is it?
Maybe it's your AirPod. Nah, still not.
No.
We can't hear you at all, man.
I think your mic is off or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he's going to join back later. He'll probably want to change.
Yeah, I didn't see him earlier. He's been on the backstage.
I didn't see what he's got to say. It's got to be good to see what he thinks. Because,
all right. While we're waiting for him, let me pick a few comments, really. All right. Asaman, the 300k per week for what? We know overplay players. Another teams flog their excess package. Okay, I think this is about Ozil. And hey, it has 300k. That should be Ozil, isn't it? Martinelli should have started over Oba or subbed him at times. I agree.
Yeah, but listen, I'm gonna say something about this. Martinelli should have started over Oba or something after. What I want to say about this is, if Martinelli starts, this is the guy coming from injury. If he starts and he didn't perform, everybody would be shouting, "Oh, why didn't Oba start?" You understand what I mean? It's better that Oba starts than if he doesn't do what he's supposed to do. But the only thing I see on Martinelli is bringing this guy in. He brought this guy on 10 minutes to go. It's too late to me. This is the guy that got so much energy that he wants to burn it. I would expect him to probably bring Martinelli in probably about 68 minutes on the clock. Okay, go in. You got half an hour, or you go 35 minutes, or just go and do your thing. You understand what I mean? Instead of
I think we can hear your radio or your TV. Yeah,
we can hear your radio. Yeah.
Hey, Ken, how you doing? What's up with your face, dark, man? We can't see your face properly.
I'm all good.
We can't see your fine face properly, man. We can't.
Yeah. No, all right. Let me get under the light.
You need to put on your light so we can see your face,
man. See me now?
You want to go under the light? Wait.
Right here, can you see me now?
That's better. Yeah, that's better.
Can you hear me?
Fantastic.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
How are you doing? We were talking about Leno just now. I mean, what's your take on the game generally?
We should be celebrating the draw. I think that was one. I think the manager. The thing about it is, it's very easy to say that people like myself, maybe Claude, sucked the joy out of everything. But the manager was interviewed. Said he was angry with the first 30 minutes. He didn't understand. The players disobeyed his instructions. The second goal was a disgrace, as was the third goal. And for anyone who is celebrating a draw, they should be disappointed in themselves and pretty ashamed, because you can't celebrate that performance. That was awful. There's a lot of players who are playing for their futures. There's Thomas Partey. He can't keep on getting a bye. I know he's not fit, but his performances are concerning. Leno, pathetic. As for Aubameyang, I don't know if you rated him, but he won't trouble the scorers. Trust me, he won't trouble the scorers, mate. If you love cricket, it'll be out first ball.
We gave him a 1,
Golden
I think.
Duck.
A 1 or a 2.
Kenny, I know what you think.
You should have given him 0.
Would you give no credit for the comeback?
Well, the thing about it, the only way is up when you play like that. You can only go for it and show some fight, because you're disappointed with being embarrassed, especially when you've got attacking players on the field. The only way is that you throw away the game plan and start going on the attack, and that's what we did.
So yeah, your video is frozen, by the way. Sorry, say that again.
Like that, then, Kenny.
Who, mine?
Yes, Kenny, your video is a bit frozen. Maybe it's your internet.
Kenny, should we have started in that manner then?
Well, cool. In the manner in that manner that we're talking about, we should never have started with that personnel, and definitely not in that manner, because he's brought in Chambers because he's worried about West Ham set pieces, and he thought West Ham would play a long ball, but he didn't play a long ball. They played the floor, and they passed the ball. So really, truly, that game plan went out the window.
Do you know what? To buttress your point, right? I tweeted something on Twitter when he took Xhaka off and didn't bring a like-for-like replacement. We simply showed that he was going, all guns blazing. He was going for the attack, which was a risky decision, let's be honest, because Partey, like you rightly said, has been below par. And what then happened was he was the only defensive-minded midfielder that was left in the game. So I thought that was a risky, display. But I thought it was a case of, you know what? We just put everything in. If we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. If we draw, we draw. I think that was the decision he made eventually. I don't know. I don't know what you guys feel about that decision. Because normally if he takes out Xhaka, he'll probably bring maybe El Neni or Ceballos, someone that can still hold the fort. But he brought in attacking players.
Yeah, because he brought them in because he wants to get something out of the game. He doesn't want to kind of lose everything. That's why he brought all the player he brought in. He just said, okay, let's go for it. Let's see what comes up from this.
But Tade, he wants respect. He wants respect from the players, right? But how can the players respect him when on one hand he says Aubameyang has to fight for his place, and then when he plays shit against the Olympiacos, he keeps his place. So that's where they lose respect, mate, because he's not doing what he's not doing what he should be doing, because he shouldn't be playing today, Aubameyang. Full stop.
I hear you on that. Okay, so Leno.
I think, before you go on, I think someone needs to remind Aubameyang that he only just signed a contract with a lot of money that he's getting a week. Someone needs to go back and remind him that, look, you need to start pulling your weight. One of the player, whether he's an assistant captain, that person, they need to go and talk to him that, look, we have this issue before, which we gave Ozil a lot of money, and he's not pulling his weight. Now you having your pay pack, then you stop producing for us. We're not going to be accepting this on the field of play. We need you scoring. If you have anything that is bothering you in your mind, just leave it at home. Come to work. When you finish work, go back at home and just go and sort whatever personal issue you have out. But every time you're on this pitch, just make sure you put 110% in for us. With saying that, I remember when I was watching Ian Wright's interview, when Arsene Wenger asked them not to drink some drinks. He said he snuck in a tea bag in the hotel, and he was in the hotel with the same as is it Freddie Ljungberg or something like that, or Dennis Beckham. I can't remember which one of those two. And when he's trying to make that tea, and what that player said, "Oh, is that tea?" And do you remember manager asked us not to drink the tea bag? And I said, "Oh yeah, he's not gonna know." And the player now is telling him that, look, if you drink this tea and we need you and you're not performing, then you're letting us down. So they tell him straight away. All the other player doesn't accept that he wants to be drinking tea that the manager asked them not to drink. You understand what I mean? Because all these players needs to pull their weight. If they're not pulling their weight, they need to get out of the club. Like I said from the beginning, probably that's what Arteta told them. Second half, go out there, go and win that game second half and get something out of that game. Or else in the summer, all of you are out the door. So I think,
Okay. Yeah. All right. I was gonna get Kenny's rating, but it seems to be going into black and white mode sometimes, man. I'm not sure what's going on with his.
I think probably.
Are you there now, Kenny? Are you all sorted? Now we can't hear you anymore. Okay.
Maybe probably Tade, you borrowed him your McDonald's internet.
He's gone out again.
He's gone out again.
On,
He's a connection.
Anyway, let me read the comments quickly and then we'll move on. And once he gets sorted, we'll bring him in. Ricardo, the manager doesn't know what he wants. Arsenal Manic, Tade, you're acting normal today. Have you decided to go on a spell of sober? Are you saying I don't act normal? Are you okay? What are you saying, man? Freaking hell.
But Tade is going normal because he's not drinking. That's why. No alcohol.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm always normal.
Because you always have one bottle on the table. You finish that bottle before the end of the show.
Can you hear us,
Kenny? One of wine, isn't it?
Kenny, can you hear us?
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
That's a lot better.
Thank you. I'm in my office, but what I was is that I was having a little look at the Spurs game. It kicked off, and I thought, well, it's going to be boring, so I came upstairs where there's better signal.
Good. We're halfway to.
I'm sorry, but I missed a bit of the show. But I still can't legislate or get over the performance, and I think that it's a pattern that is worrying moving forward because there doesn't seem to be any kind of optimism. We take a step forward in terms of the performance against Spurs, and then Thursday and today, it's another couple of steps back.
I hear you on that. So just a quick one. We're actually rating Leno. What's your rating on Leno? Can you hear us?
Yeah, you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you,
Yeah.
What's your rating on Leno? We're rating Leno. What's the rating on Leno? I think it's a poor connection today.
Kenny.
Can you hear us, Kenny?
No, you can't hear us.
I can hear you now.
My connection is better than yours, man. What's your Leno? What's your rating on Leno?
Yeah.
Tell him again. Ask him again.
Hello.
What's your rating on Leno?
Nah, he can't hear us, man. There's something wrong with this. Yeah, there's something. His internet is really. You see, I have a better internet. I have a better internet.
I think it's your thing. Your end.
How is it my end?
Because when he does a show with me every day, he never has any problem.
But why don't I have a problem? Why don't I have a problem with you guys?
I think it's the setup you got on this stream thing. You've moved.
What setup?
No, you've moved from StreamYard to this comedy outfit Restream, and this is what happened.
Tade.
Yeah, we can hear you.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Look, what's your rating on Leno?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
You know the thing about it, right? I think, you know, the system on, I don't think it supports your broadcast. Because it works with StreamYard, but I don't think it's working with this. You're on Restream, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm on Restream.
Yeah, Restream.
But then I've got a lot of people on here before.
Working with StreamYard. Because I can't hear Claude. I can't hear Tade.
It's a two bob thing that cheap thing that he's gone on.
It is not cheap. Stop saying what you're not sure of. It's not cheap. It is more expensive than StreamYard, just in case you don't know.
Well, it is a cheap thing because it doesn't work, obviously.
But how are you going to blame me then?
He's on my channel. There's never a problem. Never a problem on this.
Why are you blaming StreamYard? I've got
You're penny pinching.
I've got 6-7 people here last week, right? And it worked. So why are you blaming?
It better bloody work. We got the magic. We got magic on Monday, and we'll be magicking off the screen.
Let's get on with it. Are you on a computer, Kenny?
No, I'm not a computer, man. I'm gonna might have to leave the stream, man, because I do it on my phone.
It's better now. We can hear you now.
We can hear you.
Are you sure, man? Because all right, I don't want it to lose connection, man.
Right.
No, we can hear you.
What did you think about Leno?
3.
Yeah, thank you.
Fair enough. That's what everyone gave him. Yeah? All right, cool. Let's move over to someone else. Let's move on to Lacazette. What's your rating for Lacazette, Kenny?
7.
Oh, 7?
Yes.
Okay. That's high. Interesting. What about you, Claude?
6 for me, but Kenny, I think Kenny's going on because he got us out with that goal. I think that's why he's saying 7. But he did work hard as well. He was one of the few that did work his balls off today.
So what do you give him? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
He says 6.
You give him a 6.
I can't give anyone more than a 6 today, to be honest with you. To be honest with you.
Okay. What about you, Mossy Boy? What are you giving him?
I'm gonna agree with Claude. I would give him 6 as well because he scored the 3rd goal as well, and his work rate there as well. Really good.
Okay. What do you guys feel in the chat? Because I was gonna, do you know what? Thinking through what Kenny said, I was gonna give him a 7 as well because I just thought about it now that he gave him a 7. The goal he scored was a very good header. I thought that header was really good. Good delivery from Pepe.
Yeah, Pepe. Yeah.
A very good header. The goal he scored, the first touch from that cross from Chambers. We might look at it from an ordinary eye, but the power behind that cross, right? For him to be able to cushion it and control it, I thought he did fantastically well, in my opinion. It was a difficult skill. It's not easy because he had to control the power, had to cushion it in. So I feel a 7 for me is fair for me. I think a 6 is a bit too low for him because I thought he did a lot more work than, we actually thought he did for that goal, in my opinion. So I would say 7 for me.
But Tade, one thing I want you to say is we don't know whether this stream that we are doing now, if Aubameyang is watching it and he says, "Oh yeah, I got a 7." It will next game. He will want to kind of perform in at that 7. But if you give him low rating, next game, like if you give him 6, then next time he wants to pull it. He wants to do better. You understand what I mean?
So that means we're not being. That means if that's the way you're rating, that means you're not being real with
No. I've been real, but like Claude said, in the game today, nobody. Sorry, Kenny. Nobody deserves 7 today. Trust.
He's a striker. He scores 2 goals. I don't know. I don't know how you guys rate. Let me see what the guys are saying. Okay. Sterling gives him a 7, 7.5. I think that's the only person that has rated Laka today. I don't know what other guys are doing. They're not giving any rating. Listen, I think it's 3 against 2 here, man. I'm gonna stick to 7 for this one. I'm sorry, because because for a striker, I think we're kind of undermining a bit of what he's done. And honestly, honestly speaking, those 2 important moments, the control of that first goal, it is a very difficult skill. I kid you not. Someone else might not be able to cushion that ball the way he did and keep it in control. They might have pushed it away a bit further away from them, but he was able to keep it in. I don't know, man. I feel he did very well there. All right. Who else? Emil Smith Rowe. What are we gonna give Emil Smith Rowe?
We're not gonna rate him. He doesn't have enough time. So.
What for? He didn't affect the game. I'll give him a 4.
Yeah, let's just give him a rating then. Mossy boy. So you give him a 4, Kenny, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's a lot better, man. Your internet is a lot better now. You see? Blaming my restream. All right, Mossy boy. What about you?
Yeah, well, I'll probably stick to Kenny anyway. So, well, I want to give him a standard 5, but I'll stick to Kenny. Kenny's rating.
Okay. Voice of reason. What's yours?
So I don't even know you can rate me. I was only on the pitch 5 minutes. He's not on the pitch for 5 minutes, wasn't he?
Let's give him a 4 then. Let's give him a 4. Let's move on. All right. This is the man of the hour, Callum Chambers. I'll start with you, Mossy boy. Let me start with Mossy boy because he's always giving low ratings. Let's start with you, Mossy boy. What's your take on Callum Chambers?
Like you said, I don't know how is a Sky Sports rating man of the match, which will have some better player on the pitch that can be man of the match.
In your opinion?
In my opinion, but because he set up 2 assists today, I'll probably give him 5.
Really?
Yes, that is my rating today. Trust, that is my rating today. Yeah. So if you go back to go and watch the first half he played, it's our position. They just attack his side a lot. It's our position. Look at what Antonio did to him, and look at what to him and what's it called? What's his name again? The centre back with the big hair. What's his name? Luis. Look at what Antonio doing to both of them in the first half. That first half was even the second half is. To me, it's 5, man. It doesn't deserve more than 5.
I think we only got a result today, not for our brilliance, because I think West Ham just pressed the panic button. To be honest with you, I think they just pressed the panic button. We had Dom on the show today. He was doing his nut. He was going mad. He said he couldn't believe what they were doing.
Yeah, I was watching it earlier. Dom was going mental.
Oh,
I tell you, he was not having it. He doesn't care whatever anybody said. He's not having it at all.
He was doing his nut. So Terry was going on as the greatest comeback of all time. Jesus Christ, it does my brain in listening to all that. Anyway,
give him a rating, Chambers.
I'm not going to rate. Look, he got. I agree. I don't know why he's got. Mind you, I thought the man of the match to me. You know what my man of the match was? It was
Lingard. Lingard was your man of the match.
But everyone's got their opinion, haven't they? I mean, I don't know how he's got man of the match, being a defender in a 3-3 draw. But but I don't know. All right, he got those 2 assists, but they were both own goals, weren't they? Right?
Yeah, go on. Give me a rating on that, then.
So can you really call it an assist when it goes to one of their players and it's their own goal?
Yeah. Well, it depends on fantasy. Yes, you get a bonus for that.
I think Kenny's going to agree with you about Chambers being I'm not. Your man of the match, Kenny?
What's your rating?
What's your rating, Tools?
Rating 5, and I think I've been 5.
You guys are harsh, man. Anyway, what's your rating for him, Kenny Ken?
I must say that, no defender is getting any man of the match from me, especially when we can see 3 goals and starting that manner. The best I can give him is 6.
But Kenny,
Okay.
who was it that gave him the man of the match? I had no sound on. Who
It
gave
was
it?
it's Carragher.
Oh my God, no! Say no more.
All right. Osman Ali here says, Claude, are you related to Pauline Fowler from Watford? I have no idea who that is.
What's that?
Someone is asking you a question if you're related to... Osman is asking a question if you're related to Pauline Fowler. I don't know who that is from Watford.
Yeah, you watch EastEnders?
I don't watch it. I don't watch it.
Dead. She's dead. In character and in real life.
Yeah. Wendy Richards.
Right. Okay. Okay, let me see. I'm just trying to pick some comments.
What's happened to Grealish, man? Isn't he playing anymore?
No, he's injured. He's got long-term injury. The injury's worse than what they thought, innit?
The Spurs will win this game then. They're useless without Grealish. Useless.
So Joe here says something about Obama.
Looks like Gareth Bale's at Wentworth today because he's not on the pitch.
Well, his last couple of performances have been shocking, haven't they?
A question for all of you here. Mossy Boy, you need a manager who isn't scared to make the big changes. Next thing you should do is remove the captaincy from the man up front. Is that something you will do if you were coach? Remove the captaincy?
Well, he ain't a captain, is he? I don't know if Kenny agrees with me. He's not a captain about me. Sorry. I don't know who made him captain. I don't know. I can't understand why we made him captain in the first place. He's not a captain, is he?
Yeah, but Tade said something before that about choosing a captain. Captain in football, choosing a captain is not all about playing on the football pitch alone. Outside the pitch as well.
But he has got what leadership qualities he got when he picks and chooses when he wants to fucking play. That's not leadership. Sorry. No.
Aubameyang doesn't choose when he wants to play. It's the manager that picks the team.
Last two games, he can't be bothered. He can't be bothered, mate. And he shouldn't have been playing out there. He shouldn't even been playing. And you ask the players to respect the manager when he says, "Oh, I'm not going." He's going to have to work for his plays. He has a stinker against Olympiacos, and he's playing in the next game. How is that playing for your plays? Come on.
What's your take on that, Kenny Ken?
Well,
Aubameyang's captaincy been removed.
Well, you've got to remember that he got the captaincy because Granit Xhaka lost the captaincy after the Crystal Palace match last season. So he's inherited the captaincy. In terms of being a captain, it just shows you how the captaincy is very devalued by certain managers, especially, I dare say it without sounding xenophobic, I don't think the captaincy is very important outside the UK. Like if you go 9 out of 10 times, the most famous player or the best player gets the captaincy in a lot of teams outside the UK. But in the UK, it's very important that you want someone who can shout, lead by example, but lead by command. And Aubameyang is just a typical continental captain. It really gets it by design rather than actually shows leadership, and that's. So, in retrospect, it's not his fault. He was given the captaincy. In terms of taking it off him, if he goes offline again, doesn't sing from the same hymn sheet, and there's more indiscipline, then he would lose the captaincy. But in terms of like Arteta taking it off him, I don't see Arteta doing that at this stage, unless he's told, unless Oba's not part of his plans. If Oba's still part of his plans, he will keep the captaincy.
Yeah, I seem to agree with you on that. And if he removes it, it's probably going to upset the whole balance of things in the team. And
he's popular with his teammates as well. You've got to realise it's a management issue as well. If you don't want a situation where some managers make complete idiots of themselves, where they go into a club and they upset the balance, and because they don't sit, they try to upset the dressing room by removing the captain. If the players are happy with the captaincy and they're loyal to him, then what will happen is that Mikel Arteta probably shouldn't tamper with it unless there's a serious disciplinary issue there, which manifests itself again.
Yeah. Yeah. All right then. Okay, let me just move on here. Joe says, Tade, you seem to rate on individual performances rather than overall performance. That's actually not true. I only. Sorry, you say something?
No, just
No, just watching the Tottenham game. That's all.
Can you please keep the Tottenham game out of my stream?
This is a vital game. This could we could lose our place at 9th place on this game here.
Wow, you're worried about us losing 9th to 10th. How our standards are falling.
Angrily, you talk about standards falling. You want us to keep a manager that's got us into 9th place. You're backing Arteta, where results are indifferent. So when you say standards are falling, that is a bit of tautology on your part.
No, it's not tautology. It's just difference of opinion on what the issue is.
No. What you're doing,
you think the issue is the manager, right? I don't think the issue is the manager.
But you're talking about standards, and what's happened is that you're one of those typical fans who basically are one of those fans who use standard responses. Oh, if you're backing the club, then you've got to back the team, which means every player is exempt from criticism because they're wearing the shirt. Every manager is exempt from a forensic analysis of their performance because they're wearing a shirt. So let me finish. It's usually don't let people finish. No, I'm trying to say is that how you come across is that you see yourself as a good fan because you're backing the manager and backing the players unilaterally. And you may say that's not true, but I am saying that there's other ways to support the club. You have to call it out as it happens in the field, and it happens in terms of how a manager's decisions affect the outcome of a football match. There's nothing wrong with. You can still be an Arsenal fan and still think that Arteta's not the right man for the job, or Aubameyang should be dropped. I think there's a lot of Arsenal fans who genuinely don't have an opinion of their own. You do, though. I could tell you do because I know we argue it concisely, but I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Arsenal fans in general. They're lazy in their analysis. They tend to look at people on social media with the biggest accounts, take what they say as gospel. If someone's very articulate and eloquent in how they explain things, they could be talking about absolutely nothing. For instance, if you ask a lot of Arsenal fans, what is the plan? What is Arteta's plan? They can't tell you because they don't know the plan, but they'll still give you half an hour of anything but the plan. But people listen to them because they speak eloquently. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
all right. So I guess let me answer him. Let me answer him because obviously this is directed to me. I can let you answer. This is directed to me, right? So I think you might have got it wrong with where my own sort of viewpoint stands when it comes to how I see the club. And you made mention of being this kind of supporter that kind of backs the team, whether we're doing well or not. But I don't see myself as that supporter. I see myself as a supporter that actually says it how it is. The only difference is the objects that both of us are pointing to are different. The issue at hand is what the problem is between you and I. What do I think the problem is different from where you think the problem is, right? And I've been here several times on AFTV everywhere, castigating the players constructively, of course. Castigating the players, right? When I see they do bad, I castigate them. When I see they do good, I say if Arteta should do something wrong, I actually say it. I do. I've said about so many times that he should have substituted Aubameyang. He doesn't do it. Today, someone talked about Martinelli starting. I agree with that. Him starting Aubameyang on the right today, I disagree with that decision. That doesn't mean on a general scale, I don't still believe in him. Don't get me wrong here. I'm
not saying you shouldn't believe him, but what I'm trying to say is that there has to be that what the situation is that you have standard responses where
watching this Vinicius, right? I'm watching this Vinicius there. It brings me back memories of Ian Moores at Tottenham. You remember Ian Moores at Tottenham?
Ian Moores?
Do you remember Ian Moores? You must have remembered Ian Moores at Tottenham.
How many years ago was that?
That was the early 80s, mate. Ian Moores, you must remember Ian Moores.
I remember Cliff Jones. Cliff Jones at Tottenham and Colin Lee at Tottenham. I don't remember Ian Moores. It must be before
Colin Lee. Don't you remember him when they had that partnership and they scored 9 against Bristol Rovers?
Yeah, but I was only about 6, Claude.
One of them got 4. The other one top three, didn't they? And they all get excited. All
remember Tade was born in 1986. Remember that?
I think they were around 77 to 78. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Tade was born in 1986.
I wasn't born then.
Tade's born in 1986.
Yeah.
I'm a young man, man. Anyway, let's move on.
Good old days when Tade wasn't around. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Tade, what I want to say before Claude and Kenny start their conversation is, I myself, Kenny and Claude, we believe Arteta is not good enough for the job, but you believe that if Arteta kind of actually have the tools, if he sees the money, he can actually do better than what he's doing now, right?
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. So what I'm trying to say is there's kind of some fans which they don't support the club. They only support Arteta on what he's doing. But one thing I want us to remember is, and I keep saying this, I've said this so many times on the show, that last season we finished 8th in the table. This season we are 10th. Hopefully we're going to go all the way and win the Europa League. Winning the Europa League will make people forget that we actually finished 10th in the table.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm trying to say?
But
that is what happened. That is what happened last season. This is the problem Arsenal fan doesn't realize. Winning a cup doesn't mean that the manager is doing well.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And that's
exactly what I'm trying to say. That Arteta won FA Cup and he won the Community. Remember, Tade always said that he took over a rubbish team. Then, no, when he took us over, we are higher than 8th, but we still finished below where he took us from. So don't let the cup winning get us carried away. That at least it's winning us something.
You want to say something? You want to say something, Claude?
That's where I was thinking about what Kenny and Lee have been saying. Why they're not happy if we win the Europa League and finish 10th. And there's a good point there, because look at the teams we have to beat to win this Europa League. Yeah, they're average European teams, very, very average. Yeah. So next season we're going into the Champions League with this same side, right? On the back of winning the Europa League, but are we making any progress? And what will happen is we'll get knocked out in the 1-0 Spurs. Yeah. We'll get knocked out, and the bloke I've been slagging off has scored the goal. Well done.
Vinicius.
Well, what I'm going to say is, how can I put it? It's papering over the cracks. It's papering over the cracks.
But I'm just saying, winning the Europa League and going into the Champions League, I'm telling you, with this squad, we're just going into the Champions League to make up the numbers.
Yeah,
the teams in the Champions League, they will humiliate us with this team. I'm telling you. We're going to be coming back onto this stream and we'll just be getting angrier and angrier and angrier.
I don't think what UEFA have done it because they've done just to smart and comment. I don't think a tournament with European it's virtually the European losers competition, yeah, should be qualifying for the Champions League by winning it. I think it's ridiculous.
It gives the competition some glamour though, because what's happening is that the UEFA Cup is being devalued so much over the years because of the fact that too many teams in the Champions League. It was like the Champions League or the European Cup was for the holders and the team that finished first in their league. But when you got too many teams, the big teams, in order to prevent a Super League, then what you do is that we had the European Cup in this cup, which we lost because you wanted to give the UEFA Cup more glamour and make it a final. Now we've devalued the UEFA Cup, Europa League, because the Champions League has got too many places for the big teams. It does whoever finishes fourth.
Yeah.
All right, this is just an opportunity for me to say, just in case you're watching this right now on Instagram, please and please come on my YouTube if you want to comment in. If you're watching this on Instagram right now, I forgot to tell you guys, I'm actually broadcasting on my Instagram as well. So, sorry, you're going to say something, Claude?
I forgot what I was going to say now.
All right, then. Let's move on.
No, hey, guys, sorry, guys. Guys, I'm going to have to tap out because someone's been making noise in the background. It's getting on my nerves, and I don't want to mess up your show. So I just want to say thanks for having me.
We can't hear it though.
Yeah, but I can hear it, and it's distracting me.
All right.
Okay. So I'll speak to you guys.
Thanks a lot for coming on. Yeah,
definitely.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Cool.
Talk later. Cheers.
Thanks.
Yeah. Bye. So, you know what? Let's try and move on quickly and finish this rating. So we're giving Chambers 5. Yeah, I think that was what the two of you gave him. So we'll stick to that.
Yeah.
I'm not really giving my opinions today. Honestly, I can't even be bothered. All right, let's go to Shaka quickly. Mossy boy, you Shaka.
I'm not gonna waste my time.
What I was going to say, what I finished off. There's an easy way to make that UEFA Cup a better competition. Is by restricting the not having the top 4 in each country in the Champions League. You had the top 2 or even top 2 in each country rather than the top 4. Then you get better teams going into the UEFA Cup, wouldn't you?
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. If you have top 2, then who goes to the Champions League?
No, I said if you only had the top 2 in each country, right, and get more countries, and which allows other countries to compete as well, because a lot of other you could be a champion in Switzerland and having to go in the qualifiers, which I don't think is right. Why should a fourth place team in England be straight into a competition?
Should I tell you why?
Champions of Switzerland.
Should I tell you why?
Well, no, but that's where it's all going wrong. That's where it's going wrong, because you're devaluing tournaments. If you had just the top 2 in each country going into the Champions League, the UEFA Cup would be a great competition because you're getting proper sides in it. Then you're getting really poor sides in it. The group stages are a write-off. You can write the group stages are a waste of time in the Europa League. That's a waste of time. That's my point on it, anyway.
All right, cool. Can you give Shaka a rating, Claude, while you're at it?
Crap. 3.
Okay. Mossy boy?
Yeah, what's it called? Claude is even worse than me anyway. I'm going to give him 4, boy.
Okay. What are the guys in the comments?
I don't even think it's fit to wear the shirt, to be honest with you. I don't know why we keep playing. I don't know. I don't know what it is with these managers, but they all seem to rate him, but I don't understand it. I don't know what he does or what he brings to the team. I just don't know what he brings to the team. Don't know what he brings. You can count his in the last 3 years on one hand his good performances in 3 years. You can count it on one hand.
Okay, just one question, really. I just want to read this out to you guys from Osman Ali, and then we'll move on quickly. So Arteta's plan for now is changing the mentality, getting rid of Deadwood, installing his style of play. He's won a trophy, installed style of play, clear Deadwood, mentality takes time. Can I ask the two of you one question, which I really haven't heard from you guys? And I think this is probably where me and the three of you, including Kenny, don't kind of agree. It's about what is your yardstick for accepting what success is. So in other words, how quickly do you want success? Obviously, I think we all want success quickly, right? However, when we look at the problem at hand, how quickly do you think those problems can be solved? I think that's where we differ.
Okay.
In my opinion, I think the problem at hand in Chelsea, sorry, in Arsenal, is gonna take time to solve.
Yeah,
that's what I think, right?
Yeah.
And that's maybe that's why I'm patient, right?
Yeah.
And I think yourself, Kenny Ken, and Claude, you think the problem is not as big as it is, and you think it requires.
I just think proper coaching and a couple of good players, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. Okay. One thing I want to say is bringing winning mentality into a team like Arsenal. I don't think that should be difficult. If Carlo Ancelotti can go to Everton, like I said the other time, Everton last season, no player in Everton team we go into the Arsenal team. Look at them this season. If we have brought, I'm still saying it. If we have brought in an experienced manager, first of all this players is going to respect him in the first place. That one, no argument about that.
So that means what you're saying now. Can I cut you off?
Why is us Everton, every time Everton go into a game, the only thing at the back of their mind is like, we're not accepting anything here apart from a win. But Arsenal going into a team, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
before Arteta came, right? We had Bellerin, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna tell me that Simos Coleman, he's not gonna be a starter in Arsenal? Are you telling me Rodriguez is not gonna be a starter in Arsenal? Because when you look at Bellerin and you look at Simos Coleman, you can't compare those two. So you have to look at the players we've got. Like, if you look at Bellerin, for instance, right? I remember very well against Southampton under Emery. Bellerin made this same mistake that the players made today. They didn't. They were not switched on. They played a quick free kick, and we considered the goal. This was under Emery.
Okay.
That day, Luis was there. Bellerin was there, and they made the same. Not Luis. Chambers was there. Bellerin was there. And they made the same mistake.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Okay, I agree with what you said. Coleman would go into Arsenal team and we put.
And Rodriguez. What about Rodriguez?
Okay, right. Wait. When what's it called? Get into Everton, Carlo Ancelotti. How many games Coleman has played this season?
He was injured. He came up from a freak injury. Have you forgotten? He came up from a very bad injury for 1 year.
That's fine. I agree with you. Then after he came back from injury, I know he's going to kind of gradually come into the team. Which is fine.
Yeah.
But this season, it's not their first choice right back. He's the captain of the club, fine. Yeah. But it's not their first choice right back. I'm telling you right now. It's not Everton first choice right back.
The person that comes in to play for them is this young guy that I think his name starts with a B. Is it B? This mixed
but I know the guy playing. His name now. You remember that Everton went to Norwich, that got relegated. They got a freaking good left back, and the guy playing right back for them, I don't know where that guy came from. He's just steady. They just steady. I don't know what is wrong with these Italian coaches. They just bring every club. Look at is it Antonio Conte that went to Chelsea as well? He just steady that defense for Chelsea. I'm telling you, the way Everton is now, next season, I won't be surprised.
So this is the thing, right? And this is why I said we have a difference of opinion, and the way we see things are a bit different. You actually think, and I think that's why you and I go into a very big argument the other time. You actually think these players are good enough, and I don't think they're as good. Yeah, you keep comparing. You keep. Let me land. You keep comparing these players with the likes of Chelsea, players that actually won the league. Before. Yeah. You keep comparing these same players that messed up under Wenger. You're comparing them with players that won the league for Conte. Yeah, they're not the same.
I agree with you.
You can't be comparing them.
I agree with you. But what I'm saying, pardon me, Tade, what I'm saying is, if Arsenal has gone out there to go and bring in an experienced manager, that experienced manager can get something out of this player. If they're not penny pinching and said, okay, I want to go and bring an experienced manager. Remember, we have Allegri, we have Pochettino, we have we have Everton manager now available before they appoint Mikel Arteta. Remember? And they actually go out because Mikel Arteta is number 2 to Pep Guardiola, and Pep Guardiola recommend him. Come on. Arsenal is not a club that anybody that have never had an experienced manager, that have never had any managerial experience that can come into and start use Arsenal to learn on the job. No. I understand that you're not agreeing the position we're in the table. You know that the players are not good enough. I am saying that if an experienced manager comes into the club, Man, come on. We might not be where we are right now. You understand? If you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's move on quickly. Let's not linger too much. So we're gonna give Shaka. Well, we're gonna give him a 3. You guys say, yeah. So let's stick to 3 for him. All right. We're gonna move to Saka, but just before then, a question for the both of you, Werner. If you guys beat Liverpool next, you might just finish above the champions. Do you guys even think we'll be able to beat Liverpool? Because everyone is kind of, God, this is for you. Everyone seems to be getting their way with Liverpool. Do you think we'll be able to win Liverpool?
It was at home. We're at home.
They're not playing well, are they? They're not playing that great, but I think it could be a draw, that game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. They're not playing, but they play better away from home, don't they? So I have to be very careful that we get too overconfident, because they're not. They're at home, they're struggling, but away they seem to be doing all right.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, right? I'm not confident going into that game.
No,
I'm saying it now. I am not, because Arsenal are like we said before, they are the gift that keeps giving. They might probably be the ones to bounce Liverpool back into form.
Maybe.
That is the problem I have with Arsenal. I'm never gonna lie to you. Anyway, Saka, quickly, let's round this up, guys. Saka, your rating, Mossy boy.
So it doesn't really do this show in the game. I'll give him a 4.
All right, 4, cool. All right, what about you?
Wasn't fit for me. It shouldn't. I don't think he should have been playing. 4 though. 4.
He was very poor today. Very, very poor.
It's not fit. It wasn't fit. It doesn't look fit to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's carrying that knock, and that, to be honest with you, it's a big risk, because if it's to do with his hamstring, if he really he could risk permanent and more serious 6-7 weeks.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They're very silly to play him, actually. I mean, we have got players there that can, I don't know. It's just, I can't be asked anymore.
So, Arsenal money. Tade, we are tired of having patience time process. We don't have. Yeah, honestly, everything you've said here, I kind of understand it, and I understand why fans are angry. Fans are impatient, so no one is waiting for any process anymore. I can understand. Maybe that's where I'm different. But
they're not waiting long at the bridge.
If the players are not good enough, why do you think the manager is good enough? Okay, so personally, the reason I keep saying what I keep saying is because I can see what the manager is trying to do. Obviously, the other guys on the stream can't. You yourself, you can't. I can, and that's just the reason why I keep saying I can't convince you guys, and unfortunately, I really can't. I've tried my best to tell you guys what I see in him, but it's difficult for me to tell you guys, because obviously you guys don't think he's good enough. I think I can see what he's trying to do. I see what he's trying to do in terms of setup. Unfortunately, sometimes you have a setup. Sometimes if the players cannot do it, they can't do it. I know the guys on here will disagree with me, but listen, it is what it is for me.
But I just think the player and the manager, they both sides are not good enough for the club.
Werner, get Harry Redknapp experience. You see, this is the thing, right? Can you guys remember Harry Redknapp was coaching QPR and they go into relegation? And he went on. Can you remember that season, right, Claude or Mossy Boy, when he went and was complaining about the players that they're all over? I remember
what you meant. I remember, but look at the quality of the other team. Look at the quality of Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea. Then, so
what does that have to do with these guys getting relegated?
No. What I'm trying to say is the caliber of the player that QPR have then. They're completely on different level. Arsenal on different level, Man United on different level. This is when we cannot kind of compare QPR player to Arsenal player in any level.
Let me remind you that when they went on relegation, and Claude, please, Claude, if you can remember, please comment on this, because I know your brain is quite, you remember a lot more, which is quite funny because I'm younger. But anyway, I'm embarrassed saying that. Well, can you remember that was when they got Bosingwa from Chelsea? They got a lot of players from a lot of big clubs. And guess what? They had one of the highest wage bills in England because they had a new owner and they invested in the players. And then Redknapp came and complained that these players are overpaid because they expected better from them. Can you remember that season? Claude?
Yeah, I remember they did pay a lot of money for players that weren't worth it. Yeah, they did make a mistake. Yeah.
So how is that different now from many of the? This is what I'm trying to say. It's about how do you measure how good these players are, Mossy boy? This is my question. I think, and with all due respect, now this is not me trying to, I think you are mistaking the fact that these players are playing for Arsenal means that they are quality. I think you're mixing these things up. That the fact that these players are playing for Arsenal simply means they are good enough or they have the required quality. And you said it yourself in the beginning that you feel many of these players are lucky enough to be playing for Arsenal.
Yeah, that's correct.
So I'm beginning to think maybe you are just mistaking, quality for, the mere fact that these players are playing for Arsenal Football Club. And you're thinking that the required quality is going to come out because they're putting on this red shirt. Because for me, I look at many of those players in Arsenal and I look at them and I'm like, look at Xhaka, for instance. In as much as I've defended Xhaka for consistency, don't get me wrong. Xhaka should not be a starter for a club that wants to win all the trophies, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. So you have to look at it and say, are we really expecting too much from these players? Because they're playing for Arsenal.
Yes.
They're lucky.
They are lucky to be, like I said, they are lucky to be where they are right now, playing for Arsenal. However, they should be the quality of their play or the level of where they are. That level should be more better than what they are giving the club.
Don't forget, Granit Xhaka could have gone and we could have got some money for him, but Arteta insisted he wanted him to stay. So remember that. So
yeah, I remember that. That's another thing that he's on.
Well, yes, the manager wants him. The manager also rates him highly. So don't forget all that.
So do you believe what he said about when he was in Man City, himself and Pep Guardiola wanted to get Xhaka? Do you believe that because he said it, that they wanted to get him when he was in?
I've never heard him say that.
Yeah, he said it. He said it.
They want to get Xhaka or they want to get Jorginho.
No. They wanted to get Xhaka.
No. What I heard is they want to bring Jorginho to Manchester City. Jorginho that was in Chelsea now, not Xhaka.
They wanted to get Xhaka. Google it.
I've never heard him say that.
I'm serious, guys. I'm very serious.
Is Jorginho, when they were in, why I say, because Jorginho is one of the players they want to bring to Manchester City. Because that was when Jorginho linked.
Look, guys.
Maybe for their ladies team, yeah.
Well, I'm not even kidding right now, guys. I am not kidding. He said it in an interview when he came. I'm serious. I'm very, very serious now. I'm not making this up.
You must have had it in a dream or something.
I am not making this up.
You must have had a dream. You must have had a dream the other night or something, and it came in your dream. It's never happened, mate.
Oh my God! Can someone in the chat help me? I am serious. I am not lying. He said it in an interview.
Sometimes
he said it in an interview.
When you dream,
I've never heard of him say that.
What did he say, Claude?
People have dreams now and again. I think you've had one of them dreams that happened.
You know what? I'm just gonna leave it there, man. I'm just gonna leave it there. You guys don't believe me, let's forget about it then. But he said it. All right, let's move on.
That's what he does best, and his name is Lonely Lacazette.
Egbo Alexandra, good show, Tade. I enjoyed it tremendously. Thanks a lot for being a regular subscriber. I really appreciate. All right. As a Chelsea fan, Werner, I'm confident Arsenal will whoop Liverpool. I'm not confident, man. I'm not confident at all. I'm not. Arsenal, man, Arsenal have an issue of bouncing struggling teams back into form. You are correct on that, Tade. Honestly speaking, that's why I'm scared about the Liverpool. Honestly,
Kenny Kent is backstage. I've got something here.
That was earlier on.
All right, sorry.
Ricardo, maybe you see things that are not there. I see everything, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
He does what he does best, and he comes by the name of
Lacazette. Werner, to be honest, I rate Tade. Do you know what? Yeah, I've said, see, understand me, right? If I don't mind Xhaka being in the team, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I think he's a good squad player. Yeah. But I don't think he should be the number one on the team sheet for a team that wants to win every title. You can bring him in for the FA Cups. You can bring him for the Carling Cups. I think he's going to be a very good player for those games, even in some Premier League games, because you need a striker sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't think you want him the number one on your team sheet. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. He said he wanted Jorginho. Tade lies. Do you know what? Now, because you guys are calling me a liar now, I'm getting angry now. I'm going to Google it because you guys think I'm just making this up. I don't make things up. You should know this by now. If I'm not sure, I'm not sure.
No, Tade, I'm not saying you are lying, but I've never heard him say that. The only one I heard him say that he said he wants to get Jorginho to Man City before he went to Chelsea. That's why he's trying to get Jorginho to Arsenal then when he was not playing for Chelsea.
Let me put it on the screen because it seems like some people just think I make this shit up.
Yeah, you are, mate, I'm afraid.
I'm always right. I'm always right, man. I know what I'm saying. That's it.
He wanted to sign Xhaka for Manchester City. But like I said, I've never heard him say that. And this is the first time I'm seeing this. But I know about Jorginho one. I've heard him talk about Jorginho. But you know the funny thing? The funny thing is I never read it. I actually watched him in an interview when he came. I watched all his interviews when he came. Yeah, and he said it. So it wasn't even I watched him say it with his mouth.
Tade.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go off, mate, because I've got a few things I've got to do, yeah.
That's all right, mate. That's all right, mate. That's fine. I'm gonna be rounding up soon anyways.
Thank you for inviting me on your wonderful show, yeah. And it's been a great privilege to be part of this wonderful show today. And
thanks, man. By the way, before you go, guys, we are gonna be doing. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. We are getting Magical Bones from Britain's Got Talent. He was a finalist, one of the best magicians you will see on that show. So we are gonna be having him up tomorrow.
I wonder if he can make it disappear off the screen.
I'll make him send you back to Italy. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, right? 8:30 tomorrow. Same time. So, guys, please make sure you come on tomorrow, 8:30 tomorrow. It's going to be nice. There's going to be some magic. And, you know, it's going to be fun. Obviously, we're going to be asking him a few questions. We'll probably bring him towards the middle of the show. But please and please and please make sure you tune in. It is going to be a fun show. And maybe, I don't know what his magic is going to be about, obviously. But I know it's going to be fun. He's a very good magician. He got that far on British Got Talent. He's been on the BAFTAs. He's been on the Legends of Football. He's been on a lot of big platforms. So it's going to be fun. So please and please share tomorrow. And I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys with myself and Claude. Yeah?
Can he turn a £50 note into £1 million? I mean, if he could do that, I'll be happy.
He's done it with a 50. He's changed the card to 50 quid before. I don't know about £1 million. Anyway, I'll see you later, Claude. Yeah?
All right, take care, mate. Take care.
Take care, Claude. Cheers.
Is it Mossy? Is it Mossy? Yeah? Is it Mossy boy?
Yeah, Mossy. Yeah, Mossy boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Take care, Mossy boy.
All right. Take it easy, man.
The voice of reason is now departing. Thank you.
All right. Awesome.
Bye.
Thanks.
All right, people. We really need to round this up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's give the other player rating so we can run it up.
So, what's your take on Bellerin, people? I forgot to ask. What's your everyone in the chat? What's your take on Bellerin? Bellerin did not make the squad, and he's actually not injured. So, is that a warning? Is that a warning sign that he's gonna leave?
It might be. Maybe, probably, there might be something that we don't know about that is happening. Because I'm not sure why. We're not sure why he's not in the squad today. So, because if he's there, I'm sure he will start today. So, yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So, Ricardo, are you still holding on to this nonsense you're typing, or have you tucked your tail between your legs and you've run into your hut? Because obviously you said I was lying, and I just proved it to you. So, what do you have to say again? I'm waiting. Huh?
Tade, you need to bring Ricardo onto the show one time then. Yes.
He can't dare come on here. He knows. He knows. He knows I'm gonna be ready for him. He knows that, yeah? Are you back again, Claude?
No, he's not back.
Yeah, how'd you leave this studio? It's a joke. They won't let me go.
What do you mean? I just kicked out.
They've asked me for what do I think of the host. I fucking told them as well what I thought of you.
What did you think about me? What did you think about me? A good host. Yeah.
Lot of improvement needed.
Oh, get off my
Improvement.
stream. Get off my stream.
I
Bye-bye.
can't get out. How do I get out of here?
Just close the app. Just close the app.
Just close the window.
I'm gonna kick you out, and you just close the app.
But it says leave
Jesus
on the.
Christ.
Yeah, that's right.
I have to teach him everything. I have to teach him every single thing.
Sometimes it has to be done like that, Tade.
Sorry?
I said sometimes it has to be done like that. You have to do it. You have to do it.
I wish the magician can make Tade disappear. I wish they can send you to Spain. Where are you from anyway? Anyway, let's finish this up quickly on the serious note. Let's finish this up, man. Let's finish this up. All right. Gabriel did not play. Party. What's the rating for Party? Quickly.
Party. 5.
You give him a 5, yeah?
Yeah, I will give him a 5.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna stick to your rating on that. Do you think he did better than Shaka? Because you gave Shaka a 4, so
yeah, a little bit.
You're not giving Party. You're not giving Party. Really?
Yeah, just a little bit better than Shaka. Yeah, so he played Party played in 90 minutes, but maybe a bit more feet on feet.
Good. This is the main man I forgot to talk about. Odegaard.
Odegaard, I would give him 6.
What?
Yeah.
What? Man,
Yes.
man. What?
I would give him 6. That's all. So what do you expect me to give him?
Do you know that without this, do you know that he was the one pulling all the strings in all our attacking play? Every single attacking play, he initiated it. Do you know that?
Tade, I'm rating players on today's game.
What do you think I'm rating? Wait, excuse me. What do you think I'm rating him on? I'm rating him on today's game. Look at his individual performance. What he did. Did he do his job? Can I ask you a question? Did he do his job as an attacking midfielder? Yes or no?
It does its job, but we didn't win the game, Tade. We drew with West Ham.
We drew.
I don't get. Yeah, I don't get where West Ham is in the table. We should be winning this type of game. End of. I don't care what anybody said. We should be winning this game.
Did he do his job? That's the question.
Tade, if he do his job right, we're not going to be sitting down here and be, oh yeah, why are we 3-0 down in the first place?
I thought his job was to create chances and assists. Was that not his job?
Yeah, that is his job. I agree with you. That is his job, to create chances. But for me, today's game, it got 6 for me.
Okay, we'll give him a 6 then, because you're the one rating anyway. Let me see what the guys are saying. Arsenal Manik, he gets a 6. What did he do? Okay, they agree with you on this. Did he score a hat-trick and 3 assists? Odegaard gets a 6. Okay, fair enough. All right, the main man, Arteta.
Today, I will blame him. I'm going to blame the player, because that first half, man. I'm not going to go on about it. Arteta today got 3 for me.
Okay, cool. Even if they came back, you still give him a 3.
Listen, we shouldn't be 3-0 down in the first place.
So what about the team talk? What do you think he must have told them? Obviously, you said some things in the beginning of the show that he must have told them something in the second half. Don't you think that's a managerial prowess being put on display? He must have told them something that got the players ticking.
It might be. I don't know what he said in the changing room, but for me today, it doesn't get anything above 3 for me. Yeah.
Okay, cool stuff. All right, no problem. Let's give him a 3 then. Okay. I don't know if anyone really did these ratings because I forgot to announce it. Let me just quickly check if anyone did it. If no one did it, then there's no point checking the average score.
Yeah, but the link is on the stream, though. They should be able to see it. Right?
Yeah, there's one thing for you to have it on there. There's another thing for people. Do you know? I still remind people to look at what I've pinned on there because a lot of people don't see it. Yeah,
you're correct. But normally, before I actually come onto the show, I first of all look at all the links, which one to come into the show, which one to rate the player. But I'm not sure if people look at it as well.
I don't think people really did the player ratings today, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, okay.
Players didn't do the player ratings today. Anyway, listen, people. Thanks a lot for coming on, Mossy Boy. Thanks a lot for coming on,
No
Claude. Thanks a lot
problem
for
at all.
coming on,
Kenny?
Ken. I really appreciate you guys. Like I said before, please make sure tomorrow you guys are on 8:30. We're gonna be having a special guest on, Magical Bones, British Got Talent finalist. It's gonna be fun. He's an Arsenal fan as well, which makes it even much more interesting. Make sure you click on your reminders. He's already there on my page. Make sure you go to my page. And you can follow him on Instagram. Everything is on the description of that post. Make sure you guys are here 8:30 tomorrow. It's going to be the usual show between myself and Claude. And then somewhere in the middle, we will get him on.
Is it on your channel, right?
Yes, it's going to be on my channel right here.
Okay.
So please, if you're watching wherever you are right now, make sure you tune in 8:30 GMT tomorrow. 20 GMT. Obviously, that's 20:30 GMT. That's 8:30 PM. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, and we'll be doing a bit of our normal Arsenal show and Arsenal banter between myself and Claude, obviously, and then we will have him on, and we're gonna ask him a few questions. Any last words from you, Mossy Boy?
Yeah, we just take today's game as it is, and like I always said, just take one game at a time. See where we're gonna finish in the table at the end of the season. Hopefully, the route to the Europa League final favor us. Then we get to the final and win it. But I don't want people to get carried away. Even though if we win the Europa League, we just need to look where we finish in the Premier League table first. That's very important. Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. Thanks a lot, Mossy Boy. It's your boy here, the Blunt Pony. Lovers will be lovers, haters will be haters. And I'm out of here, people. Take care. Cheers.
Peace.